This time, the Rock Up Racing team returns to Brands Hatch. But this is no ordinary race. They're tackling the rare and revered GP circuit. Armed with their trusty Porsche 964, they're ready to take on the challenge with Bernie's V8s and Outlaws. But the stakes are high. As rain looms on the horizon, a crucial decision must be made. Will they switch to wet tires? On the track, the scene borders on pandemonium. Cars are spinning, engines are bursting, and the track is slick with oil. Prepare for an adrenaline-pumping ride as the team navigates through chaos and uncertainty. It's time to buckle up. This race promises to keep you on the edge of your seat.
So today we're heading back to Brands Hatch. But this time we're going to be on the GP circuit, so hugely different. But the sun is shining. Just filled up the van, so we're going to go back and we're going to go fill up the van with all the tools, load up the car, and make our way to Brands again.
The team is faced with a single, intense 40-minute race at the Brands Hatch GP circuit. This is a combined grid race, bringing together the titans of Bernie's V8s and the Calm Porsche fleet. It's been a while since Rock Up Racing has taken on this track, with Robert's last appearance here in May 2022, securing impressive 5th and 2nd place finishes. The anticipation is high as they gear up to challenge their past achievements.
I would guess he's a Marshall. I mean, everyone else turns up at the second race.
Later.
We've got some barriers in the wrong place there.
Oh no. Can't stay there.
Hope not.
You have to weave through it.
Oh no!
Oh no! It's okay, we're good. It's fine. That's the car taken off. So, cars dropped off at the circuit. Sort of got everything ready for tomorrow as well as you can, and so yeah, now it's time for Chinese and some beers. See you later. So we've sort of finished it all, but if you're ever coming to Brands Hatch, you need to come to Ming Chinese. Race day. So what time's qualifying? 10 o'clock. What's the qualifying strategy? Go out there, go fast.
Fast as possible. Where's our Allen keys?
Excellent. Good strategy, Robert.
With the combined might of Bernie's V8s and the Calm Porsche Championship, the qualifying session is set to be a thrilling spectacle. A staggering 46 cars will take to the Brands Hatch GP circuit, each vying for that all-important pole position. The sheer number of competitors promises an intense session, adding another layer of excitement to the event. With so many cars on track, skillful navigation and tactical driving will be as crucial as raw speed.
Selling itself. say the time remaining?
Yeah.
If it's not saying the time remaining, put that on the pit board.
Counting down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The circuit I've not driven that often, so I'm not that confident. Just need to give it some, I think.
I can feel rain.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just spits.
As the clock ticks down to the start of qualifying, drops of rain begin to make their presence felt on the Brands Hatch GP circuit. With the 964 perched on its Nankang dry tires, not particularly known for their prowess in wet conditions, the team watches the darkening sky with bated breath. The hope now is that the rain remains a mere drizzle and passes over, allowing the race to unfold on a relatively dry track. Only time will tell if the weather will play ball or introduce another unexpected challenge.
Right, Robert's out, he's on track. Can feel a bit of rain in the air, so hopefully it doesn't get any worse. It's only literally spitting, so we'll see.
Lower tire pressures were deployed for this qualifying session, a tactical move aimed at reducing tire heat on the challenging Brands Hatch GP circuit. But these changes aren't without consequence. Robert now grapples with a noticeably different car handling, introducing another facet to his race strategy. With a packed grid of 46 cars, it's not long before Robert encounters the inevitable congestion on the circuit. Navigating through the slower traffic presents its own set of challenges and risks, requiring not just speed, but tact and strategic foresight.
Incredible. Excellent. Let's go, Robert.
Securing pole position, Robert faces stiff competition from Matthew Ellis, a seasoned 29-year-old driver hailing from Kent. Sharing the cockpit of a potent Talbot Sunbeam Lotus with his father Martin, Ellis brings a wealth of experience. Can Robert fend off this formidable challenger and hold on to the pole? Despite the looming rain and untested tires, Rock-Up Racing makes a triumphant stand. Robert expertly pilots the Porsche 964 to secure a strong second in qualifying. Leading the pack is professional racer Matthew Ellis, setting the stage for an electrifying face-off.
So there we go, qualified second. I think the car was okay. New tyre pressures seem to work, I think, so we'll have to see what Robert says when he gets back.
Right.
How was it?
No, it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think the lower tyre pressures worked.
Yeah, that's excellent.
There was understeering after the pit stop, so maybe the fronts are slightly too low.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe, because we had a safety car, didn't we? So
Yeah.
didn't warm it back up properly.
Yeah, they didn't take very long, though, did it?
No. I'm almost tempted just to leave it the same pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll probably have to put a bit more in it.
Keeping in mind the brake problems encountered at Speedfest in the last episode, Robert makes a decision. It's time to bleed the brakes. This is a crucial step to ensure the car's optimal performance for the all-important race ahead.
It would be raining, but it's
12 and 2, there's supposed to be
12 and 2
rain.
was meant to be raining, and then stopped.
Well, that is going to pass, isn't it?
What are you looking at? Let's see. What is this? Oh. So that's that's heading towards us.
So 17 minutes.
That's 2 o'clock.
It could still be raining at the start.
At 2 o'clock, it'll be just about finishing. We're ready anyway.
As the race draws closer, a new rival emerges on the horizon, the weather forecast. Promising rain to begin at 2 p.m. just before the race at 2:15, it's a gamble that could turn the entire competition on its head. Currently, the sun is still holding its ground against the impending storm, leaving the rock-up racing team in a nail-biting standoff with Mother Nature. With the clock ticking, if rain should start to fall, can they change all tires and adjust the damper settings in time? The stakes are high. A correct tire choice under these unpredictable conditions could mean the difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah, that is raining there. That's that thick rain, that is. Woo! Literally, you're going to have to leave this to the last minute to decide if we're going to put wets on or not.
5-minute warning, he said.
5-minute warning before he's going to call us.
It is about to get heavier, according to us.
So you're going to have to rain like this for a little bit longer, and you're going to need wets in there.
Let's do it.
What are you thinking?
Let's change it.
Wets on?
Yeah.
We're doing it?
The track, if you go and look at it, you can already see tyre marks going through paddock.
Really? We're doing it. We're doing it. Wets are going on.
As the rain begins to pour relentlessly, the choice is clear. The team quickly decides to play it safe, opting for the trusty wet tires. The decade-old rubber has seen its fair share of races, and now it's called into action once more. Will they have enough life to navigate the treacherous conditions and get rock-up racing safely through the race? Only time will tell.
Flag laps, and then the race has also just been reduced to 35 minutes. So here we go.
Amid the first lap's torrential downpour, Robert daringly overtakes Ellis, claiming the top spot on the uphill stretch toward Druids. The Porsche 964 exhibits signs of understeer entering the corners, swiftly followed by oversteer upon exit. Robert's swift reactions shine as he masterfully controls the oversteer coming out of Druids, keeping his car steady and on course. Robert now embarks on a critical exploration of the circuit's grip levels. The residual standing water turns some track sections into a slippery puzzle, testing the limits of both car and driver. Without a competitor to gauge against, Robert's left to rely on his instincts, delicately balancing between caution and aggression as he carves his path on the waterlogged Brands Hatch track. Several laps in, the rainfall lessens, leaving the track significantly drier. Robert finds himself in a strategic duel as he battles on full wet tires against Ellis, who opted for intermediates. Understanding the impending shift in dynamics as the track continues to dry, Robert seizes the moment. He starts to push his Porsche to the brink, attempting to carve out a substantial gap between him and the ever-pressing Ellis. As the intensity heightens, Robert pushes his limits entering Surtees, a tricky left-hand bend. This miscalculated maneuver ends up sending him off the asphalt and onto the damp grass. After the mishap, Robert is a mere 2 seconds ahead of Ellis. Without the luxury of time to inspect the car for potential damage, he plunges back into the chase, coaxing every bit of performance from the Porsche to extend his lead once again. Dodging disaster at Surtees, Robert finds his Porsche 964 unfazed by the minor detour. The car holds steady, its balance undisturbed. Barely 8.5 minutes into this rain-drenched race, Robert is already overtaking cars. Yet each pass is a double-edged sword, momentarily slowing him down and allowing the relentless Ellis to inch ever closer in his mirrors. The cat-and-mouse game intensifies. In the pits, it's a careful balance of precision and speed. The car must remain stationary for exactly 1 minute. Ray meticulously monitors the timer. Meanwhile, Charlie conducts a quick assessment of the 964. Some grass is lodged in the front splitter from Robert's off-track excursion. But aside from that, the Porsche seems undamaged. Robert reports that the aging wet tires are holding up surprisingly well given the drying conditions. It's a pit stop full of tension. But so far, everything is going to plan. Once the mandatory minute comes to an end, Robert is all set to rejoin the action. He steers the Porsche towards the pit lane exit. Just as he's about to make his move, a car appears out of nowhere, almost leading to a collision. With all the pit stops accounted for, Robert found himself with a solid minute's lead. Yet, the track conditions were evolving. The rain had stopped, and the tarmac began to dry, leveling the playing field. The rest of the grid seized this change, clocking in increasingly faster times. Robert's lead was substantial, but in racing, nothing is guaranteed until the checkered flag. Cruising ahead, Robert encounters an intense skirmish between Tony Jardine, helming Bob Searle's V8 Aston Martin, and Guy Samuels in his MGB, each vying to secure their position. As he sweeps past them, Robert spies a worrying sight. Tony's car is shrouded in a thick white smoke, the unmistakable and alarming sign of an engine giving up the ghost. As Robert sweeps around Surtees, he's met with a startling sight. A Boxster, having spun out, is now rolling backwards into the track. Navigating the slick track, a byproduct of Jardine's engine disaster, Robert manages to maintain control. Yet ahead, a Boxster succumbs to the oil-soaked surface, spinning out directly in Robert's path. Robert threads the 964 through the pandemonium and roars across the finish line and secures a hard-earned first-place victory in a race that will undoubtedly be remembered for its relentless pace and high drama.
What a race.
Yeah, luckily we had a bit of a gap, so we could sort of play a little bit safe in traffic and not take too big a risk. There's quite a lot of scary incidents out there, oil and people spinning off in front.
Did you know the gap, what it was compared to the cars behind?
Yeah, they said we had about a minute, and I think we were lapping faster, so we backed off and made sure the tyres got to the end. Driving up the straights at the end, it was like it was floating on air. It was weird, it was going sideways.
In the aftermath of a thrilling race at Brands Hatch GP, we reflect on an event that was shaped by unpredictability and sheer tenacity. Robert, with his remarkable skill and composure under duress, managed to secure a well-deserved victory. Today's event was a vibrant spectacle of the essence of motorsport, the perfect blend of speed, adaptability, and sheer determination. Robert's triumph is a potent reminder of the exhilarating, challenging, and unpredictable world of motorsport that keeps us hooked, race after race. This win will be remembered as one where not just speed, but resilience made all the difference.
Rob's just f***ing romped it. What a f***ing race.